everyone, welcome back again to this channel. Just like I always keep saying, that politics is like a movie. You would think you know the ending until reality shock you. Now, a lot of people have been coming and said that they regret voting for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Some market women, they have been saying that they regret voting for him because ever since he came to power, all his promises has been fake. He has not fulfilled anyone. In fact, hunger increased to 100%. You guys, the people are lamenting. Now, somebody came out and said that don't mind these market women, that once they give them money, they will still vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, even the third time. And many people are not surprised because even in the last election, that's 2023, they said that people were bribed and they were just voting. People were even giving food and they are voting for the person that they said, oh, you must vote for this person. They will give you money and say vote for this person, and people were voting. They didn't even care if they are voting for the right person or not. It's totally bad. Now all of them are coming out to regret, and this time around they're saying that they are going to vote for an Igbo man. The Yoruba women were saying that they're going to vote for Igbo man this time around. It was really shocking. So guys, I want us to keep this thing running. So I want you just to stay with me as I give you guys and I bisect everything that happened and the reason these market women and these Yoruba people are saying that they're going to make sure that Igbo people become the president come 2027. In fact, they now want to bring back the regional rule. There was a time that they passed a bill in the House of Senate and they said that they proposed that presidency should rotate to other regions. But guess what? These northern lawmakers, they opposed it and said no, it is not going to happen because they only want power to be concentrated on their own. But guess what now? Regional rule is coming back. So guys, just stay with me as I bisect everything in details.
Times in Nigeria, politics is like a movie. You think you know the ending, but reality will still shock you. Today, we are looking at a story that moves from the market stalls of Lagos to the political chessboard in Abuja. And it's a story about promises, tribal politics, religion, regrets, and a big lesson for 2027 and even what 2037. Because right now, the very people who campaigned, danced, and celebrated on election day are the same people crying that the economy is choking them. And the question is, how did we get here? Now, as you can see, many people have been commenting based on the Nigerians have been reacting to what is going on. So one person said, don't mind them, just bring money and their language will change. And honestly, that is the core of the problem in this country. We complain about bad leadership, we protest about hunger, but the moment a politician flashes cash, we forget the suffering and start praising them again. We saw this during Buhari's government. People swore, over my dead body will I vote APC again. But when the 2023 election came, their language changed overnight. Suddenly, it became, Tinubu is my tribesman, I must vote for him. Now, competence they have forgotten, compassion ignored, and policy not even discussed. All that mattered was tribe and personal loyalty, and now they are not suffering it. They are coming out to complain. And one thing I noticed that you see other ethnic groups can complain enough, but you can never see an Igbo man come out to complain and say, oh, this is not going well. No, they always try to change to that environment and see how they're going to manage life. That is one thing I like about the Igbos. And then there was something they called DST, the so-called arrangement. Some were told it's our Buhari store, now it's our turn to collect. The man they voted for did not promise them any solid plan to fix the economy or unite the country. In fact, he openly said, it's my turn. That was it. No real blueprint for change, just entitlement. But now, the same people who believe that story are the ones crying the loudest. In Lagos and across the southwest, Yoruba market women are speaking out. They say they cannot make sales, customers are gone, prices have gone up, and they openly admit they regret voting the way they did. For them, this is not just politics, this is survival. When your goods don't sell, your children don't eat, they are watching their business crumble under the weight of bad governance. These market women went as far as saying that Bola Ahmed Tinubu had used the Muslim ticket to deceive them. Even the Northerners were also saying it, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu also used Muslim tickets to deceive them. And let's not forget the religious dimension. In a country that talks so much about unity, the winning team still choose a Muslim ticket, especially appealing to the North because they believed it would secure victory. But today, many who supported that decision now quietly regret it. They thought religion would solve their problems, but hunger doesn't care if you're a Muslim or Christian. Inflation doesn't check your voter's card before biting. And the Yorubas women in 2007, even in 2023, and now we are hearing something unusual. So Yoruba women have boldly declared that in 2037 they are ready to vote for an Igbo person if that person has the right qualities. They are not saying that this time around they must vote for an Igbo person. They say they have learned their lesson that tribal and religious politics can only bring more suffering. From now on, they want to vote based on character, competence, and compassion.
These words are really powerful, but will they truly act on them when the time comes? Or is it when they flash their money again, they will forget about the promises that they made and they will start misbehaving again? Now, my people, here is the truth. When election time comes, your vote is not just a piece of paper. It is the future of your family, your community, and your country. If you sell it for a bag of rice, for cash, or for tribal loyalty, you're selling your tomorrow, but you don't know. That is why Nigerians keep going in circles. We keep voting for sentiment instead of sense, for tribe instead of truth, for religion instead of result. So before the next election, whether it's 2027 or 2037, remember this moment. Remember the market women with empty baskets. Remember the people who said, we regret our vote, and ask yourself, do I want to repeat their mistake, or do I want a better Nigeria? Because at the end of the day, hunger doesn't care if you voted APC, PDP or Labour Party. Hunger just bites, and the only way to stop it is to vote for leaders who actually, deliver. That is just the best way, to stop all these fake promises from all these presidential candidates who are coming out for election. Vote for the right leader. All these things that these market women are complaining now, we saw it before during Buhari's rule. People cursed APC, saying, even over my dead body will I vote for them again. People are like saying that they will never vote for Buhari again, they will never vote for APC, any APC candidate again. But what is happening today? On 2023 election, they voted for APC. They made sure that APC won. The people were like saying that I will never vote for any APC, come for my dead body. But today, when immediately 2023 election came, some of those people, same people who said that they will never vote for APC, all of them, they started saying Tinubu is my tribesman. All of a sudden, they switched mouth. Then they were no longer talking about about the suffering, about the way they suffer, about the hunger. All of a sudden, all they're saying is now Tinubu is my tribesman. I must support him. Tribe became more important than track record. They have forgotten when they were suffering and they were coming out lamenting. Now, then the DSCT and entitlement, then came the so-called DSC, that unspoke arrangement. People were told it's our Buhari's turn. It is Buhari's turn. Now it's our turn to collect. No policies, no reforms, just entitlement, and the candidate himself said it proudly, it's my turn. Bola Ahmed Tinubu said it was his turn, that Buhari has ruled his own, now it's his turn. And he said it with entitlement, like as if he knew he was the one that is going to be the president of Nigeria, whether they like it or not, whether they're trying to do anything, they cannot even do anything about it. Now, fast forward to today, Yoruba market women are saying out, they say we can't sell, we can't feed our children, the prices are high, we will have no food in the house. And here's the bitter truth, some of them voted based on tribe. Yes, they voted, some of them voted Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Then they voted based on tribe, not even on performance, not even on, oh, does this person really have the quality to be the president of Nigeria? And now they are paying the price directly in their pockets. Now, one thing they don't understand is that hunger ignores tribe and religion. Hunger is the most equal opportunity punishment in Nigeria. It doesn't care if you are Yoruba, Hausa or Igbo. It doesn't even care if you have voted P2B, or if you voted Bola Ahmed Tinubu, or if you voted Atiku, or if you voted APC, PDP or Labour Party. It bites everybody the same way. That's why sometimes when these people finish voting for their tribesmen, they will come out on social media and be making the loudest noise. They are suffering, insecurity. But you can never see an Igbo man come out today and say he's shouting or lamenting of hunger online. It's not just possible, because the Igbos have learned how to adapt to whatever is going on in this country until time comes when a revolution will happen in this country. That is why this whole Muslim ticket debate is a distraction. At the end of the day, religion won't lower food price and it won't put electricity in your house. People are saying that, oh, why we voted Tinubu was because he was doing Muslim ticket. Will that Muslim ticket put food on your table? That's one thing that people have refused to understand. The ruling party, they made a bold, controversial choice with the Muslim ticket, thinking it will secure votes. And yes, it worked politically in the short time, but governance is not just about winning election, it's about solving problems. And right now, many of those who supported it, they are not feeling were betrayed. That is why some Yoruba women are now saying, even in 2036, we will vote an Igbo president if they have the right qualities. They are talking about character, competence and compassion, the 3 Cs every good leader should have. That's a huge statement in a country where tribal loyalty runs deep. But will they really follow through, or will history repeat itself when campaign money starts flying again? maybe when it's time for election now, they will start giving them money. They will not forget what they said, and they will still want to vote for a Muslim they will still want to do Muslim ticket. Now this is the voter cycle of regret. This is the cycle. Election period, people vote sentiment. First day in office, reality will now set in. Then midterm, they will now start regretting and they will now start suffering. Then the next election, the same sentiment returns. Until we break this cycle, we will keep recycling the same problem with different faces every time. Nigerians have short political memory. In less than 4 years, people can forget all the pain of fuel scarcity, insecurity, inflation and unemployment, and be ready to dance at the same politicians' rallies again. That's why politicians are not afraid to fail us. The solution is what? Voter discipline. We need to vote with our heads, not with our stomach. We must demand clear plans for economy, security and jobs, and not be distracted by tribe, religion or token gift. So my people, before you guys collect 5,000 naira and say your vote in the next election, remember the Yoruba women who were lamenting. Remember the regret in their voices. Remember that tribe and religion will not fill your stomach. So please let us vote for the right leaders, because when the suffering comes, it will not knock on it doesn't knock on your door and ask who did you vote for. It just enters, and sit down. So guys, that's all we have for today. Please let me know your thoughts below, and also if you know you're new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel and also turn on the notification button to get all the latest news in this channel. So guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys again in my next video.